Hello, I'm Jane Ferry,
I'm Brandon Nappy.
and we are co-presidents of the Smers Sports Broadcasting Club.
Did you know that there is an easy way to improve the picture quality of your television?
Set by default, some picture modes and added motion smoothing effects make it so that you don't see the true intended picture that we create.
This is because picture modes other than standard commonly increase the saturation and change colors.
This usually makes graphics and just the general video seem hard to look at and watch.
Another issue is motion smoothing.
Motion smoothing is a TV adding frames to make motion look realistic and somewhat smoother.
However, it usually has the opposite effect. It creates an unnatural feeling when watching your television and sometimes makes it blurry.
If you wish to enjoy this event with the intended video quality, please go into your TV settings, then turn picture mode to standard and all motion smoothing effects to off.
We recommend making a quick search online about how to do this with your specific television.
Thank you for listening.
And enjoy the event. We are at Puleo Stadium Field in Albany for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation Hero Bowl. This is a highly anticipated matchup between the Smers Tuskers and the Iona Prep Gales. My name is Brandon Nappy. Next to me on commentary, I have Jaden Ferry.
Hello, hello.
We first heard the rumors of this matchup earlier this year in January, and today it becomes a reality. The public school versus private school matchup we never thought would happen.
We first heard the rumor. Oh.
As you can see on your screen now, Smers is coming into the game off of an undefeated season, 14-0. Average score, 27, and we will come back right after the national anthem. Back here as we're looking at here, Smers coming into this matchup after their undefeated season here. Number 3 in New York, ranked by Sports Illustrated, 3-peat Class A champions. Average points against, I want to take a look at this here, 11 points is the average. And as you can see on the other side, Iona Prep is averaging 34 points a game. Iona coming into this matchup, #1 ranked by Sports Illustrated, 11-2 last year, and they were your 2024 Class AAA champions. Weather here tonight, partly cloudy evening, 64 degrees, 3-mile-per-hour winds, gusts of up to 11.
Yeah, and I just want to mention the stats look good for Smers. However, the Gales are a Class AAA team.
And now we are going to take a moment to speak about the reason we are here today, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. In 2002, Frank Siller founded the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in memory of his brother, Stephen Siller, a firefighter lost in the tragic events on September 11th. Stephen was the youngest of 7 children, and at the age of 8, Stephen lost his father, and a year and a half later, his mother passed away, leaving him an orphan to be raised by his older siblings. On September 11, 2001, Stephen, who was assigned to Brooklyn Squad 1, had just finished his shift and was on his way to play golf with his brothers when he got word of a plane hitting the North Tower of the World Trade Center. He returned to Squad 1 to retrieve his gear. Stephen drove his truck to the entrance of Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, but it had been closed down already for security purposes. Determined to carry out his duty, he strapped 60 pounds of gear to his back and raced on foot through the over 9,000-foot tunnel to the Twin Towers, where he gave up his own life, saving others. Stephen's life and heroic death serves as a reminder to us to live life to the fullest and to spend our time here on Earth doing good things. The foundation has raised over $1 billion in support for first responders and their families affected by the events of September 11th. The foundation holds fundraising events such as a 5K run and walk, a tower climb, and many others. If you would like to learn more about the foundation or Stephen Siller and his story, or would like to donate to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, please visit the website on screen now. Also, 50% of all proceeds from today's Heroes Bowl will be going to the foundation.
So, Smers is going to be starting off. They're going to be receiving first with Iona kicking off. We are here at the the New York Varsity Football Heroes Bowl with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Players are coming out to the field now.
Iona ready. Smers breaking the huddle there. Here come your Tuskers. It's going to be number 19, Diamandi from Iona to kick. Couple receivers out for Smers. One of them, Jackson Whipple. As well as Cameron Violante out there as well for Smers. We're ready here. Diamandi measuring out his steps. Here we go. Kick is up. Short kick. Big hit there. That was received by Beckham Sinaj around the 30-yard line, and he got hit immediately. Big hit there from Iona. Sinaj did not have any room to move at all. He pretty much just had to catch the ball and take the hit there. So Smers is going to start at the 25-yard line. This year, following his brother, Tristan Iglesias is your quarterback for the Smers Tuskers. Looks like we're going to have Violante on the near side. Running back. Iglesias takes a snap. He's going to take it himself. He tries to rush. And he does not get very far. Only a pickup of about 1 yard, maybe. Nope. It's going to be staying in the same spot. 2nd and 10 for the Smers Tuskers. So they're going to redraw play there and see what they can come up with. Immediately, we saw that the quarterback sweep did not break through. So the offensive line is just going to have to work on the defensive line there. Try to figure out what works there. Dean Palazzo coming across the middle. Two receivers on the near side. Snap. Hands it off to Mitchell, the running back. And he's going to be brought down almost immediately again. It's going to be another no gain for the Tuskers.
Yeah, Iona crowd is strong here as 2 plays have already been stopped and the kickoff as well. So it's getting a little rough here for Smers.
Smers going to have to wake up here, but that was actually a loss. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 now for the Tuskers. So far, running hasn't worked. So let's see if Smers is going to try to get the ball out to their receivers now. Looks like more receivers out on the field now. Cameron Violante along with Kelly on the near side. Dean Palazzolo on the far. Running back to the right of Iglesias. Iglesias takes the ball out to throw. Rolling out, and he is going to... Attempted sack there, but Iglesias just in time is able to throw the ball out at the receiver's feet, and a flag is out on the field.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure there on Iglesias. A new quarterback here for Smers.
And Iglesias did not get the ball close enough to his receivers on the throw, so that's going to be intentional grounding for the Tuskers, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this is looking like a rough start here for Smers, but sure that this game will have more to come. But yeah, Iona high spirits here already.
Smers out to punt, and the ball is placed at, that looks to be the 12 or 13th yard line there. Out to punt. Looks like we have Gavin Kelly. Smers coming to a huddle. Talking about this, I don't think that they would do a fake punt pass here, but it's always possible. I can just see them punting away here. Snap. Kelly to punt. Punt is up. Getting to the 50-yard line a little more.
What a performance by Kelly.
Amazing punt there. Gets over the 50-yard line. And number 5 from Smers, Dean Monticelli, is going to pick it up.
So yeah, so it's going to be at 38-yard line for Iona.
37-yard line for Iona there. That was a great punt by Gavin Kelly. Getting it all the way from his end zone to the 50-yard line and then letting it bounce.
So Smers' defense is now coming out. Iona in the huddle still. 10 minutes, 7 seconds left of the first quarter. So that was a quick 2 minutes there with those the heavy defense from Iona.
Not a lot of possession time for Smers, but Iona. Snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to keep himself. He's going to rush. It's going to be a scramble. He's still going. He's still up, picking up about 20 yards. That's your quarterback, Guzman, from Iona, number 15, with the scramble, gaining about 20 yards there.
Yeah, that was a great handoff. I mean, he had it. It looked like it was. I mean, it looked like it was a true handoff, but then yeah, it was a. He's started running it. It was a good play there.
Running back in motion. Guzman back to throw. Releases. It's good. Deep pass. Deep pass. Number 5. Catching for the touchdown there. Crew Davis, the running back, in motion. And he's going to catch the pass for the Iona touchdown, the first touchdown of this game. And that's something I want to talk about here. We're going to talk about Coach DiMattio's keys to the game. So for the defense, he did say Crew Davis, number 5, the man that just scored that touchdown, to win this game, they need to stop him. That was the main thing he said. We'll look at offense over here. He said that they need to avoid mistakes and just have smooth play, which so far for the offense, we haven't seen that. Flag out on the field. Waiting on the call here. Iona setting up for an extra point attempt. The kicker is going to be Diamandi, the kicker, will take this. Now while we have a second here, we asked Coach DiMattio how the pressure leading up to this game compared to the pressure his team felt before the state championship last year, and his response was that there's no pressure at all. Smers prepares the same way, regardless of if the game is regular season, playoff, or like this, a public versus private school matchup that they're leading the way in. Set up for the extra point attempt here. Diamandi with the extra point attempt. Snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good right through the middle of the operates. Lots of velocity there. Definitely didn't lay off on that kick at all. Iona is going to take an early 7-0 lead with 9:36 remaining in the first.
Yeah, it's an impressive start for Iona. Spirits are high, and they are a triple A class, so it's definitely a great performance from them. And yeah, I think Somers, they gotta hold it tight. And, you know, you're playing against a big opponent here. You gotta hold it. You gotta prevent them from pursuing. But yeah, 9:36 left, 7-0.
And now, I also asked Coach DiMatteo about how much the crowd plays into a factor of the player's performance. And he told me that they thrive in big crowds, but looking across the bleachers here, I'm not seeing a big student section from Somers tonight. Seeing plenty of parents, but student section brings a lot of the energy back at home. He said there's not going to be a different approach because of this.
Yeah, Iona has definitely got a lot of energy too, so that definitely helps them out in comparison.
Yes.
But yeah, there are a lot of people here for Somers. Both teams a 2-hour, 2.5-hour drive coming up here to Albany.
Iona getting set to kick it back to Somers here. Diamandi for the kick again, measuring out his steps. To receive here for Somers, we have Whipple Violante. Kick is up. It's going to be number 18 from Somers. He's going to return it. Gets to about the 35-yard line. That's Brett Kennedy there, senior.
Sorry, so that was Justin Thomas, number 18.
Apologies there, Justin Thomas, with the return.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Somers after Iona Prep got that 7 points on the board. Somers now in the huddle coming out.
Let's see how Somers responds to that here. Kelly and Palazzolo, receivers together on the near side. Mitchell, the running back to the right of Iglesias. 2 more receivers on the far side. Iglesias takes snap, hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell didn't even make it out of the pocket. Offensive line is not holding here against Iona. It looks like it's going to be a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Iona's defensive line there. We have people at 200, 250, 260. There's even 2 people with over 300 pounds that they're carrying, and it's just an impressive roundup here from, impressive lineup here from Iona. Definitely hard for Somers.
I mean, yeah, that's what you'll see at the private schools there. Somers set for the next play, 2nd and 11 here. Iglesias takes snap, fake handoff to Mitchell, pass to Palazzolo, heading towards the sideline. He's going to try to head up the sideline, and he's brought out of bounds after a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6, I believe, for Somers.
Yeah, so D. Palazzolo had the possession there. He's definitely a great Somers weapon. Definitely got them some yards.
Yeah, we've seen that play with Dean Palazzolo last year. That led to a touchdown, that exact play. Fake handoff and pass out to Palazzolo near the sideline where he just took off and ran. Didn't happen that time. Iona got to him fast, pushed him out of bounds. 3 receivers on the near side. Palazzolo on the near side with Violante. Kennedy in motion. Iglesias is going to keep himself. Breaks a few tackles, gets away, and then he's brought down after a gain of about 2 yards. That's not going to do it here. That's going to bring up 4th and 7, and the punt team is going to head back out for Somers.
Yeah, so the ball's on the 39. You know, Somers' possession, they got to hold it in, but yeah, 7:39 on the clock here. Yeah, they're going to punt it away back to Iona. Powerhouse here.
Not a great start for Somers. They need to respond. The offensive line for Somers needs to hold. They need to give Iglesias and Mitchell a chance to do something.
For sure, here's the kick. High, but not far.
High, but not far. Ball's going to bounce at about the 36-yard line. It's going to bounce all the way down to about the 27-yard line. High punt. Didn't get too far, but once again, Somers gets the chance to pick up the ball.
Yeah, now the defense for Somers comes out. Iona's offense. Again, both offense and defense from Iona is pretty powerful. It's a private school in New Rochelle. The Gales, Iona Prep Gales.
Guzman, quarterback. 3 receivers near, 1 far. Running back to the right, running back and receiver in motion and cross to the far side. Another receiver heading to the overside. Guzman takes a step, hands it off to number 9, a receiver coming across the middle, and he's brought down by Kennedy. Number 9, that's Sangare.
Yeah, Sangare, he found an opening in the Somers defense on the left side. He kept going forward, and he just made it happen there.
Some guys to keep a close eye on from Iona. Austin Farrell, Lamar Lewis, Willie Reeves, Crew Davis, Xander Pooley. A few guys that Coach DiMatteo talked to us about. Guzman takes a snap, but fake handoff. Passes out to number 12. 12 taking and running up the sideline. And he's tackled there by Jackson Whipple. Did he get the first down? It does not look like he got the first down. Yep, it's going to be second and about 1 yard there. Some more players to keep a look at. Sangare, Guzman, Malspin, and DiNapoli from Iona.
Yeah, so that play was amazing. He had the guy in motion. He went all the way to the right side, and it was just a clear open for them, now Iona.
Guzman takes a snap, fake handoff, back to throw. Cross it past the middle, completed. Eventually brought down by a few Somers guys. Can't see who that was. Yes, that was number 0, Austin Farrell.
That was some good running there from the offense, and he just got over on the left side, again, passed through defense.
Now, all those players that I listed from Iona, they are all committed to playing college ball. So that just says something about this program here.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Looks like they're bringing it back.
Bring it back.
A holding flag call against Iona. They're going to be at 8 yards to go.
So it's going to be second down with about 8 yards to go.
7, sorry.
7 yards. 2 receivers far, 1 near. Running. Whistle. Going to stop the game here for a second. Referees are going to come together and talk. No flag out.
Yeah, so let's just talk about this matchup. People are saying this is the public versus private matchup here in New York. How does this feel, you know?
I mean, I know Coach DiMatteo, he's very excited, very proud to be leading Somers into this. Guzman takes a snap. Fake handoff. Deep throw, deep pass, wide open, but it's just a little overthrown. Guzman with the intended pass to Joe Wolf. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah.
Somers really needs to stop here if they want to be able to do something this first quarter.
Yeah, Wolf just ran past defense. Somers was chasing him, and, you know, Guzman just threw it a little too far. But that was a really impressive deep throw there. Quick pass.
Yeah, if he connects with that pass, that's a touchdown, another touchdown there for Iona.
Yeah.
Running back behind Guzman, 2 receivers, 1 far, 1 near. Guzman takes snap, handoff, faking, handoff to the running back there.
Yeah, so some climbing over the defense, got some yards out of it.
Crew Davis with the carry there. That's going to bring up 4th and 4. So what is Iona going to do? It looks like Iona's offense is going to stay out on the field.
Yeah, 3 yards to go until another first down. Looks like they have had some really good first down conversions. To convert to a new first down. It's on 4th down now. So
this is definitely a risk that they're taking early. If Somers is able to get the stop here, they have great field positioning. Guzman moving his lineman around last second there. Guzman takes a snap. Fake handoff, and he's going to keep it. He's going to get more than 10 yards to the 30. Still not brought down. He took a hit from Gavin Kelly, but he broke it, and he just kind of trotted out of bounds after that, getting to about the 28-yard line there.
Yeah, it looks like their fakes are really working for them. And, you know, I was just looking at their offensive line. Looks like they got some big guys here for Iona. Definitely helping them out in this game.
Guzman takes a snap, fake handoff. Looks like he's going to keep it again. Somers right with him. Picks up a few yards, but that's number 19, Brett Kennedy, forcing him out of bounds there, right on his tail. Looks like we're going to have about a 2nd and 3 situation here. Sorry, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, so they're at roughly the 21-yard line in Somers territory.
Iona approaching another touchdown here. Somers needs a big stop. Whistles blow as the ball is snapped. Flag is out on the field. It's going to be a false start on Iona, so that's going to move him back a couple of yards there. And we're going to take an Iona Prep timeout here.
So, Brandon, is there one player or a group of players that have a great role of a hype man in the locker room and on the sideline?
There's not one player or a group of players, but Coach DiMatteo actually told us that it was himself and his coaching staff that was bringing the hype and the energy to these players. I expected him to tell us that it was his captains or even some of the seniors that were bringing the energy with his team here, but no, it is in fact him and his coaching staff, which I found interesting answer because I know they let their players have time alone in the locker room before games. So I guess even with that, coaches are still bringing the energy. We're back here, Iona, in a 2nd and 7 situation here after the penalty. Another fake handoff there. Guzman rolls out, and he's going to make a pass. Receiver's going to be brought down just before.
So a little move there from Iona. He went over the defender and got a few yards out of that. And he went all the way to the left side. Somers is really crowding in the middle and leaving the sides a little open. So Iona is really taking advantage of that.
Crew Davis may be the reason they're crowding the middle so much, because Coach DiMatteo did say that Crew Davis is who we need to stop tonight. So they may be worrying a little bit too much about him. Handoff there to Davis, and he's going to get the first down. It looks like he's going to get the first down and a few more yards after that.
Yeah, in a 3rd and 1 situation, just a handoff or a quick run in definitely helps them. Definitely helps you get the first down. Now they're within the 20-yard line. And so Brandon, this is a private versus public school game. Is that going to affect the gameplay or the outcome?
Yes, it is. I'll let you know after this play. Snap. Quick pass to the end zone. Did he get it in? Yes, he did. That's going to be another touchdown for Iona. Passing touchdown there. That was a pass to Joe Wolf. Joe Wolf with the touchdown there. I believe he had the first touchdown for Iona. That's going to make this a 13-0 game with 3:24 remaining in the first quarter of play. And now Jaden asked, given that this is a private versus public school matchup, is that going to affect the gameplay? Answer is yes. Yes, it is. It's going to be a way more physical game than we see with the Section 1 matchups. Kick for the extra point is up and good. Iona, 14-0. Got 3:23 remaining in the first period of play. Somers needs to wake up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very impressive performance here from Iona. They did use a timeout, which is very interesting, and they've definitely had priority of, the possession. They've had it more than Somers. Yeah. I mean, what do you think, Brandon?
I mean, Somers, they really need to wake up. The offensive line needs to wake up. I mean, they're just constantly getting through, and it's just not. It's not allowing Mitchell, the running back, to do anything, or it's not giving Iglesias too much time to find a receiver that's getting very far. So no opportunity for a deep pass so far. Now, as Iona's getting set up to kick off, I want to mention that Coach DiMatteo said that the offensive line is key to winning this game, and so far, the offensive line is not holding. So they said that Somers, they just need to win up front. They need to create the gaps for Mitchell and give Iglesias time to throw, which just simply hasn't happened so far.
Yeah, you can definitely visibly see a different size comparison, weight comparison between the teams. Iona definitely has the advantage.
Diamandi, kick is up. It's gonna be a shorter kick. Violante is gonna come in to receive it. He's going to receive it. He's gonna get a few yards.
There he is.
Getting through a few tackles before he is brought down at about the 33-yard line. So that's gonna set up 1st and 10 for Somers. A decent return there. He received the ball at about the 20-yard line, so he brought it for about 13 yards.
Yeah, against Iona's defense there, they were coming in quick. The Somers special teams, he held them off. They held him off, and he was able to get some yards out of that. Impressive play there from Somers.
Yeah, and now, as Somers breaks the huddle, we asked Coach if there's going to be much difference between the two quarterbacks, talking about Miguel and Tristan. We saw a lot of run-pass option with Miguel, and he said we're going to see the similar with Iglesias. Iglesias takes snap there. He's going to take it himself. He's going to pick up about 5 yards there. Just going to talk about that play there. Iglesias, before the snap, he had Dean Palazzolo in motion, came behind him, and came to the near side. He started on the far side. Came behind him, and he was able to block a guy for Iglesias. He had the option to hand it off to Palazzolo, but he kept it himself. Palazzolo was blocking, and Iglesias was able to pick up a good few yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for Somers. I want to say that's the furthest Somers has gotten this so far. That's a good...
Slight loss there, I believe, but Somers are holding it in. They got to hold confidence. We have the clock still ticking. 2 minutes, 15 seconds now.
And then
3rd and 8.
Obviously, you have your big players from Somers, Nate Mitchell, Brett Kennedy, Tristan Iglesias, Dean Palazzolo. But some under the radar players that Coach talked about with us are Luke Valencia, a running back, and Gavin Kelly, who's been playing a little bit of receiver. We've seen him playing receiver in practice. It looks like he's not focusing as much on his kicking. Iglesias takes a snap, back to throw. Iglesias, far pass to Palazzolo. Ooh.
Wow! Such a close one. That was an impressive attempt to catch there from... Was that Palazzolo?
That was Palazzolo. Looks like it may have been a little too short. Palazzolo had to stop to catch that. I would assume that they wanted him to keep running, but almost a great catch there. I believe the defender got his arm in there, able to knock the ball away. And we have a flag.
Flag is declined. And yeah, you're looking at a new QB, a rookie QB for Somers. Following in his brother's footsteps, it's now 4th down. Special teams is coming out, minute 39 on the clock.
Yeah, flag is going to be declined there, and Somers is going to have to punt 4th and down. Flag's declined because it would have brought back third down, and Somers would have had another chance, but Iona wants 4th down. Punt team is out there. All set. Punt. Kelly is up. It's a decent punt there, but it's just going to go far to the left. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to go into the Iona sideline there. So I believe they are going to place the ball. They're going to place the ball at about the 38-yard line there. Ball's going to be placed on the 38-yard line. Smers. Defense back out there. Guzman, quarterback, takes it. Fake handoff again. Back to throw. He has his receiver open, and it's going to be some great defense there. And it's going to be a flag out on the play. Looks like we're going to get called for pass interference there. But with this, that was Jackson Whipple playing defense there. I didn't see any pass interference, but the referees have a better view than we do. They must have seen something that we couldn't from up here. That was great defense, though. Whipple was able to put himself between the ball and the receiver there, and it just bounced off his back. Didn't give the receiver a chance to get his hands anywhere near it.
Yeah, so it's going to give him a new first down.
Yes. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Pass interference in high school football is not to the spot of the penalty, but it is 15 yards. So Iona is going to have the ball.
Minute 26.
At the 43-yard line. Guzman, fake handoff. Pass out towards the sideline. Brought down after a gain of about 2. Not sure who had that catch. The reception there. Yes, that looks to be number 12, Eric Carello for Iona.
Yeah, great stop there from Smers. Again, they're trying to go from this to the sides. Iona there.
Receiver in motion across the middle. Guzman with a flick. Flick, and he's going to be brought down instantly. Smers jumping right on him. Some shoving after the play.
Yeah, Smers' defense is seeing what is happening now, and they're holding him off. They're seeing where they're passing, and they're recognizing the patterns now. DiMatteo, head coach, is definitely recognizing what's happening.
Yeah, Smers' defense kind of waking up here. We got, it looks to be about a 3rd and 7 situation. Defense may be figuring something out, waking up.
15 seconds left of the first quarter. A little bit of motion here from Iona.
Snap, Guzman rolling towards the near sideline. Quick pass. It's going to be a completed pass to number 12 there. Number 12, Eric Carello. That's going to be a 1st and 10 for Iona. Smers was so close there. And that's going to bring us to the end of the quarter. We'll be right back after a short break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
Back here for the start of the second quarter of play. Iona versus Smers, 14-0 currently Iona Prep. Iona's offense is set. Guzman's gonna hand it off. Hand off to Crew Davis, and he is gonna pick up a first down and more, bringing Iona into the red zone. Looks like the ball is gonna be placed at about the 9-yard line, so we're gonna have a first and goal here. This is the first and goal of the game. Oh. Guzman takes a snap, keeping himself, trying to scramble. Good stop there, only allowing a few yards. That was Kennedy there on the stop. Second down for Iona. Looks like the ball is going to be at the 9-yard line there. Guzman takes a snap. Handoff to Crew Davis. Crew Davis running out to the side. He's going to be out of bounds before he gets to the end zone. Ball is going to be placed at the 2-yard line. He initially wants to go through the middle, through the defensive line there, but he didn't see that he had that option, so he just went towards the sideline. He was able to sneak through for a couple yards there, bringing up a 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Iona set here. No receivers out. So it's going to be a rush. Crew Davis takes the handoff, goes through, waiting for the call here. It's going to be close, and it's going to be a 4th and goal for Iona at the 1-yard line. Crew Davis could not get it over the line there. Good defense by the Somers defensive line. Let's see what play they're going to have here. They're probably going to go with a run. I'm not seeing any receivers out there. Probably similar thing, Crew Davis handoff. 2 running backs in the backfield. Crew Davis in motion into a receiver position. It's going to be a handoff. And Somers with the stop. Kennedy did not allow the running back to gain any traction there. Great stop by Somers, keeping this game at 14-0. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for Somers at the 4-yard line. Great stop there by Kennedy. Amazing. Somers, they need to take this momentum, this energy that they now have. Hopefully this wakes up the offense. Iglesias brings the play from coach.
Yeah, Somers, luckily they have the possession, but they're starting from very far behind.
Somers in a dangerous spot there. Tristan Iglesias right on the goal line taking the snap. Fake handoff. He's going to scramble. He's going to pick up a few yards there before he's brought down. Iglesias picking up a few yards. It's going to be about a 2nd and 5 for Somers. Good start to their drive, getting out of their own end zone. Got to start somewhere. Still got a long way to go with 10 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Somers well in this game if they can score on this drive, but their offense really needs to wake up. They cannot afford to give the ball back to Iona right where they are. 1 receiver near, one far, Violante and Palazzolo. Mitchell to the left of Iglesias. Iglesias takes a snap. Iglesias back to throw. It's going to be to Palazzolo, and it's going to be overthrown, and flag is out. It looks like it's going to be pass interference against Iona, so that's going to be 15 yards for Somers and a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a little thrown a little too far. Iglesias, you got to give him a little, little bit of a shot, I guess. But because he's new this year. Of course, this is the first game.
been watching practice and warm-ups for a little bit, and we know that Iglesias can make that long throw. We've seen him do it in practice, just he might be a little shaken up by what's going on tonight with Iona's line and their explosiveness. Somers, great drive so far.
9:25 on the clock.
They're at the 25-yard line. One Iglesias far, one receiver far, one near. Violante towards the far side in motion. Two on the far side now. It's going to be a handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell, he's going to get a few yards there, few-yard pickup there. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup, bringing up 2nd and 7 for Mitchell.
Yeah, that was a unique play. I mean, against Iona, it's definitely an interesting one because Iona, their linemen are pretty strong against Somers today, and to go right in the middle of it, I mean, he got some yards out of it, which is good, but it's also risky for possible injury for Nate Mitchell here.
Dean Palazzolo on the near side, one receiver far. Mitchell to the left to Iglesias. Palazzolo in motion across the middle. He's going to take the handoff from Iglesias, and he's going to run it into players right away. It's going to be a loss of yards for Somers. That's not good. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for Somers. That play simply just did not work there. What they attempted to do was send Palazzolo in motion across and hand the ball to him.
Yeah, Iona defense is on full display here. They're really holding Somers back in a skilled way. They got big guys, and it's a private school, 2 classes above, and definitely a unique matchup.
Iona's doing a really great job of taking out Somers' passing game. They have great receivers. They have Kelly, Palazzolo, Violante, but they're taking out those opportunities. Iglesias snap, quick throw. It's going to be just over Violante's hands. He had an opportunity to catch it, but it was just a little too high, and that would have been a gain of about 15 yards, just what Somers would have needed there. I don't dislike that play call. Iglesias needs to hit the receiver there. So punt team is going to head back out. Ball is placed at the 25-yard line. Punting team ready. 2 receivers. Kelly to punt. Punt is up. Not a great punt, only going about 20 yards, and it's going to bounce around and then be picked up by Monticelli at the 48-yard line. Iona's going to get the ball back at midfield with 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Offense looked like they had some momentum going there, but that handoff to Palazzolo where he got stopped right away, that just killed all the momentum there. It was going great until then. Iona's offense set at the 49-yard line, 48-yard line, sorry, and whistles as the snap. Flag is going to be out. It's going to be offside. Somers jumped offside. That we can't. Somers just simply cannot do that. We can't let that happen. That's going to bring up 1st and 5 for Iona. Not great. Somers there. They're 5-yard. They basically gave them 5 free yards. And Somers needs every yard they can get right now. Guzman fakes the handoff, back to throw. Receivers going deep. Guzman doesn't have an option. He has to roll out to the side. Somers right on his tail. He's making a pass up the sideline. Is that complete? Yes, it is. That was a complete pass. That was a completed pass to Joe Wolf, who I believe he has both touchdowns tonight. Joe Wolf picking up the 1st down for Iona. Iona 1st and 10 now from the 32-yard line. Guzman with a handoff to Crew Davis. Crew Davis juking, getting through tackles. He's still going. eventually knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Iona Prep back in the red zone, 1st and goal. Crew Davis just right through the defensive line, I'm sorry. Breaking many tackles, wow.
Yeah, Iona once again getting close to the end zone. They're lining up Guzman. We have 2 receivers close to us. One out. It's going in the fake handoff. He's going scrambling on the left.
Brett Kennedy playing some good defense
Near
there.
block, and it's going to go out of bounds. A near catch from Iona, but it's not going to be caught. It's going to be a little too far.
Yeah, and something to note. Crew Davis, the running back for Iona, he's committed to North Carolina for both football and lacrosse. He's set to play for Bill Belichick at North Carolina.
That's an impressive storyline there.
That's impressive. So, speaking about storylines, we have a brother versus brother matchup tonight. We have John Galino, a senior at Iona Prep, and Alex Galino, a sophomore at Somers High School, on these varsity squads. A play there. Guzman takes the snap, and he makes a quick pass to, you guessed it, Joe Wolf for another Iona Prep touchdown. That's going to be Iona Prep 20, Somers 0 with 6:23 remaining in the half. Somers, they got to wake up. I'm very interested to hear what Coach DiMatteo is going to have to say in the locker room during halftime. I mean, Somers, they need to wake up. Simply.
Yeah, Iona, 20 points. Here it is. It's up. And it is good. So now it's 21 points with 6 minutes, 23 seconds. Yeah, it's a little rough having Somers down by so much, but Brayden, I mean, please express your opinion. What do you think?
I knew this was going to be a tough matchup, but I didn't know it was going to be this tough of a matchup. I mean, I expect the Somers to score at some point in the first half. Maybe they will. They have 6 minutes to try and do something. I mean, wow.
Yeah.
I remember hearing something online about Iona, somebody saying that Iona was going to make Somers look like a bunch of middle schoolers. And no disrespect for the team here, but so far, that's what Iona is doing.
Yeah, I want to shed some light, though. Somers always powers strong in the second half. All right? So, yeah, it's a big team here, Iona. And they're also holding them down. Iona isn't like 100 points right now. They're 21, which not amazing, but it's not the end of the world. So here we go.
Yes.
They're still in the huddle, Iona.
Iona has these long huddles before their kickoffs. I can't imagine what they might be talking about in there. I mean, there's not too much to talk about.
Anyways, we have 3 receivers in the back.
A couple receivers out there. One pass got to the back row receivers. One got to the first
Here's the
line.
kick.
Kick is up. That it looks to be via
A clean reception, but only going to go a few yards before he's actually spun. That is
Jackson Whipple. Whipple, senior and running back for Somers.
So they're going to start still in their territory after that kickoff.
And now, continuing our conversation from before the kickoff, this is what Somers usually does to their Section 1 opponents. Usually at around this time, we're seeing scores similar to this tonight.
But flipped.
Flipped. Somers is the one that would have 21. And other teams would have 0. Maybe not 0, maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, you got to cut some slack. We got a lot of new players.
Iglesias takes a snap, doesn't see an option. He's scrambling around in the backfield. Iglesias makes a pass, running pass. Pass is caught. Luke Valencia. Luke Valencia to the 48-yard line there. Number 23, one of our under-the-radar players getting a chance there, and he did not miss that chance. He did not give up. He came out, he got open. Iglesias saw it on the run as he was scrambling. He was being very much pressured by the defense.
Yeah, a very long time for him to hold on to the ball there, but he was able to make it happen. Perfect throw to Luke Balancia, who's a 10th grader. 10th grader on the varsity team. He's really performing well here for Somers Tuskers.
Luke Valencia called up for the state playoffs last year. This year, he's full-time on varsity. Dean Palazzolo in motion. Fake handoff to Palazzolo. Iglesias can't stay in the pocket, but he doesn't have a way out. Iona just collapsed on Iglesias from all sides. There was nowhere he could have gone. That's going to be second 15. Somers losing about 5 yards on that.
For sure. We want to take a quick moment real quick. Thank you to our supporters here in the chat. We have some support and a lot of people watching, so we appreciate it. Yeah, and unfortunately, we are not able to show the video today, but we do have rights to do audio, so we are grateful for that, and we are here in Albany, Christian Brothers Academy.
Yes. 2 receivers far, not near. Running back to the right of Iglesias, that's going to be Valencia. Valencia fake pass, Dean Palazzolo. Yep. Palazzolo with the catch there. The ball came loose, but that was after he was down. So, referee's calling that. Iona Prep thought they had recovered a fumble there, but Palazzolo was down before the ball came out, referees ruled. And that's going to bring up about 3rd and 8. Somers needs another big play here. Maybe they look to run a similar play with Luke Valencia. I mean, that seemed to work the first time. Do we think that could work again?
For sure. I mean, I think stuff like that, as long as the receiver's open and deep, definitely helps this momentum that they are now creating. They're at the 46-yard line.
3 receivers near, 3, 4, 1 near. Iglesias back to throw. No one open, he's gonna run. He's still up, breaks a tackle or 2, and he is brought down after gaining about 4 yards. So that's gonna bring up about 4th and 5. Iglesias just simply didn't have a receiver open or enough time where he could wait and keep looking for options. He just had to take it into his own hands there.
That play was not on the 3rd down. That would have been pretty good gain for just an average, 1st or 2nd down. And looks like they might be going for it.
Yes, they are. Somers at the point here where they're going to have to start taking these 4th down risks. It's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. I'm not saying they can't do it, but it's kind of hard to come out of 21-0 after halftime.
Yeah, we are at 4th and 5.
4th and 5, Iglesias back to throw, pressure, Iglesias is brought down. He broke the first tackle. He was stumbling and then he was brought down. That is going to move the ball backwards. Iona Prep is going to take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 2:52 remaining in the half.
Yeah, I mean, Somers is currently desperate. I gotta say that. Yeah, and they're just, they're trying the hardest and really trying to get those yardage. Fortunately, it's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah. So Iona Prep is going to get the ball back. I mean, it's not going well for Somers, but moving across the middle. Guzman back to throw, and it's going to be a short pass to Crew Davis, the running back. He's going to break 1 tackle. He's going to dodge another. Oh my God, Crew Davis. There's no way this man is human. Crew Davis, he's brought down at the 11-yard line, but he's not getting back up. It looks like we're going to have an injury timeout here.
Yeah, I mean, just an impressive reception here by one of the #1 players on the Iona Prep team.
Crew Davis, the North Carolina commit. Went down here. He got back up and he's jogging himself over to the sideline. He's gonna sit out for this play while he talks to the athletic staff. But he's on his own 2 feet and he wasn't limping, so
he stays out for the rest of the game,
Of course, we don't.
then Somers could definitely gain an advantage from that.
Of course, we don't want anyone to get hurt here from either team.
Yeah, Iona Prep is lining up. They're taking a little bit of time. We have number 16 coming out. That is Aiden Cassidy. Oh, and it's going to be timeout.
Iona Prep going to take a timeout here. I think they want to give Davis just a moment to, see if he can feel better and maybe, finish out this half. It looks like he's going to. He's heading to the huddle. He doesn't look quite 100%, but it may be just enough. I think they're going to want to try to give him the ball to rush.
Yeah, I mean, Crew Davis has been a really big, powerful player from the Iona Prep team against Somers here.
I don't think did he have the third touchdown? Do we know? I believe that he does not have a touchdown tonight. So they might, I can see them wanting to get him a touchdown. Iona Prep coming back out. Somers still isn't out from the timeout yet. Here they come. Set here, and Crew Davis still on the sideline. He's going to sit out. In motion across the middle. Guzman takes a snap. He's back to throw. Back to throw. Throw is going to be caught in the end zone once again. That is number 11, Joe Wolf. Again, number 11, Joe Wolf. I believe that is his 4th touchdown of the night. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, every single touchdown, I believe, has been from Joe Wolf.
That's
an
wild.
impressive player here for Iona.
I think Somers might need to switch up their coverage a little bit. Maybe give a little more attention to Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close block for SWAT there.
Diamande out to take the extra point attempt. Diamande preparing himself. We're set. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Right through the middle of the uprights, no doubt about it. 2:34 remaining in the half. 28-0, Somers. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. Back here, and Iona Prep getting set for the kickoff here. See what Somers tries to do with these last 2.5 minutes. Are they going to try to make a couple deep passes and get down to the field? I just want to remember here that Iona is going to get the ball back after halftime. They're going to start with it, so I think Somers really needs to try to make a couple deep passes and get this ball downfield.
Yeah,
maybe
this drive matters.
at least a field goal. Low kick there. And it's going to be fielded on a bounce by number 12, Jackson Whipple. He is still up and going. Looks like he's going to gain a couple yards there, about 20.
Yeah.
The ball is going to be placed at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 30.
I will say, the strategy of getting it low makes the ball bounce and go in unpredictable ways. But Whipple there was able to get that ball quick and make some yardage out of it. They're going to start at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 with 2 minutes, 28 seconds left. Again, your score is Iona Prep at 28 and Somers at 0.
Yep, Iglesias heading out from the huddle. Now, something Jaden and I noticed today with the private schools is that they all have tents with all their monitors. They're taking players over.
Yeah.
And they're looking at film all together in real time.
Glacius is going. He went through the crowd, but he's going to be stopped with only 2-3 yards gained. He was pushed back. Iona got some pressure on him, but the O-line for Somers created a little bit of an opening there for Glacius.
Glacius going to gain about 3 yards there, so it's going to be 7 for the first down. But yeah, we're seeing offense after their drives are going over to the Iona tent where they're going over film all together with a coach. Something we don't see.
Yeah, live film practice is or live film is just not common.
Not something we see with the public schools. I don't think we've ever seen that before.
But here we have Somers lining back up. One receiver close, 3 wide or far.
Glacius. Pass. It's going to be incomplete.
Jimenez was the intended receiver.
Jimenez.
But I believe he might have been out of bounds.
Ruled incomplete either way.
Something you got to be careful of as a receiver.
Jimenez is a key player on the lacrosse team that won the state championship earlier in the spring. Many of these football players are key players on the lacrosse team. Tristan Iglesias, he's a key player there. Violante, Jimenez, all guys that we see on that Varsity lacrosse team. And of course, Hudson Ruby, the goalie there. Star player there. Quick pass from Iglesias, intended for Violante, just out of reach. There, he would have...
Yeah, would have been at the 49.
49-yard line. That would have been a 1st and 10 for Somers, but incomplete there, just a little too far. It's coming 4th down, and I believe Somers, yeah, they're going to have to punt. They're too close to their goal line here. So yeah, 1:24 left, and Somers is going to punt away. I wonder if we're going to see a fake punt play. I'm not sure if that's in the Somers playbook, but, I mean, might be time for that. No, or not. It's just going to be a punt. Kelly up to punt. Looks like a better punt than we've had. Landing at about the 30, fielded by number 9 from Iona Sangari, and he is just going to trot out of bounds, given Somers right on him. Wasn't giving him much choice. He was either going to have to get tackled or just drag out of bounds there, and he decided he was just going to bring it out of bounds.
Yep, and Iona, once again, is going to have that possession. Going to be 1st and 10.
1:15 left in the half. Now,
yeah, and stay tuned for a halftime show coming up.
Big turnout from both schools tonight with their crowds. We have Somers pretty much packed out the bleachers on the other side of the field, the visiting bleachers. Iona on the home side. Pretty packed over here. I'm not seeing that big of a Iona student section, though.
I believe the ball is going to be moved. What?
I believe they talked about something there. But ball appears to be... Yeah, Iona is just taking knees now. They have that option. So it's second and about 12 there. 2nd and 12, and Iona just gonna take knees there. Yep, it's gonna bring us to halftime there. 30 seconds remaining on the play clock. That is going to bring us into halftime, and I mean, not a good first half from Somers whatsoever. We'll be right back in just a moment here. We'll start off with our halftime show. We'll recap the first half of the game, talk about some second half predictions, and we'll be right back with you shortly.
Yeah, stay tuned for the halftime show.
Watch the Somers Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzall. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Somers Sports broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
Welcome. We're here with our halftime show here. Welcome to the booth here in Albany. Field right behind us here. We're honored to be here today. We're so grateful for this opportunity, as for all of the other opportunities. And we're just going to talk a little bit about the first half. I mean, looking at the offensive side for Somers, we have the stats here. We're not seeing much. I mean, looking here, Nate Mitchell, the running back, he has 2 rushing yards on 4 carries. So that's, no touchdowns for Somers. Although Jackson Whipple, a senior, he's standing out. He has 102 special yards. So that is on the kickoff returns. He's gotten Somers 102 yards total. Now Iglesias, he has 41 passing yards on 5 pass attempts. He's taken 2 sacks, so Iona is doing a good job getting in there. Offensive line not holding well. 6 rush attempts, 19 yards on those rush attempts. Now let's take a look here. So Dean Palazzolo, he had 1 rush attempt, and that was -3 yards. Not a great game. He's had multiple targets, but no complete passes so far. For Iglesias. For Palazzolo. Now, going over to Iona's side, I mean, so far, phenomenal game for Joe Wolf. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, Joe Wolf. Every touchdown in this game has been him. He's been involved in it. That's 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And also, all 4 kicks have been made. So that brings him up to 28.
28 points, 28-0 is your current score.
Definitely a rough start for Somers this season, but you're also going to get up against a private school, AAA, and we're Class A. So,
yeah. Another player I want to talk about Crew Davis, the running back, number 5 on Iona. As we mentioned before, he's committed to North Carolina University for both lacrosse and football. Just a phenomenal player. I mean, I think you may have heard it. I mentioned there's no way he's human, right?
yeah.
Obviously, I'm sorry, you can't see the game. But we're seeing him. He's dodging players left and right. He's breaking through tackles. Just Somers just can't seem to bring him down. And now we did see that he I believe hurt his leg on his last rush, where he gained about 30 yards.
Yeah.
Do we think that's going to influence his play time and his quality for the rest of the game?
I think it might. I mean, he is sorry, we have some cheerleaders out there.
Our Somers cheerleaders.
Yeah, so we I think that Iona has been really benefiting from Crew Davis. He's a senior running back at 205 pounds, and so he's definitely been making up a lot of yardage for the Iona Prep team, and it's definitely been helping him a ton. Just constantly getting the ball to Crew Davis, just he gets past the Somers defense, and as you can see with the score right here, it's really working for him.
Another player, so talk about Somers player, Brett Kennedy, senior here. He's been doing great on defense and special teams here. I mean, pretty much every big tackle that we're seeing It's by Brett Kennedy. He's made multiple tackles on kickoff returns. 5 tackles for Kennedy. Three of those tackles were a loss of yards. So Brett Kennedy is doing phenomenal out there. We just need the rest of the defense to follow. And another Somers player to talk about, Luke Valencia. He got big reception for Somers there. I mean, that unfortunately it didn't lead to anything. But that that one reception was for 35 yards, which Somers really needed. That got them to about the 50-yard line. But I mean, just then I believe Somers took a penalty, and then one handoff where they lost yards, and that was pretty much it for that drive. I mean, if Somers can continue the momentum and not lose yards as often, I think this game could really turn around. But so far, we're just not seeing that.
Yeah, and just want to mention we just had a performance there from the cheerleaders, Somers cheerleaders.
Let's give a hand to the Somers Varsity cheerleading team.
There you go. So, yeah, and I think also penalties against Iona's defense has been helping out Somers a bit too. I think just Iona is such a heavy powerhouse against Somers. It's really tough. It's really tough.
Yeah, we're seeing some equal penalties, though. Both teams have taken multiple penalties. Then, obviously, circling back to something Coach DiMatteo mentioned to us, yes, this is private public, so it's going to be way more physical, and we're definitely seeing that tonight.
Yeah.
So, Jaden, you know what time it is. Current score, 28-0. What's the final score of this game?
I hate to say it, but I think Iona is going to keep that lead. I think Somers definitely has a chance to come back. Second half, they come back a lot. You've seen that in the past year. And we do have a lot of new players on the team. I think that might be playing a factor here, but I'm sure they're all pretty good as well. Again, you're just playing against Iona Preparatory. Gotta say, it's just, me personally, it's just not looking the best for Somers. I think they're going to get a touchdown or two. That's my hope.
Yeah.
I think they genuinely can do it. The defensive line for Iona Prep is rough, but, you know, yeah, I think that probably 14. I'm not doubting the kicker of Somers. I think he's going to get it for both extra points if they get touchdowns. So 14 to, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I can't come up with a score for Iona.
But you have Iona winning this game.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. This is.
I mean, just real quick. Luckily, it's week 0, so it doesn't count towards the record.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here playing for Tunnel to Towers. So, you know, a good reason here.
Yeah, good cause. Somers the best team in Section 1 and in their NISFA class. And I mean, the only way to get better is to play these better teams. And unfortunately, that does come with some rough matchups. But I'm sure Coach DiMatteo, he's still going to find ways. He's going to be able to pull stuff from this matchup to teach his team something new, help them improve.
Yeah, I mean, you bring that up. It actually is probably a positive experience for them because they're learning how to go against really tough players, or really tough teams, really tough players. And it's definitely going to help this season. So, your score predictions, sir?
Yeah, Coach DiMatteo, sorry, not Coach DiMatteo. This is a young team. And if you ask me, I think Tristan Iglesias, he might, I'm not sure if he's just a little rattled given the pressure and just how the first drive went, or if maybe he doesn't have enough experience to be ready for that full-time quarterback role. I mean, maybe he could have gotten more play time last year to get him ready, but Miguel Iglesias, he was an amazing quarterback, so he got 90% of the play time last year. Do you think maybe coach should have given him a little more?
I mean, you look at it, he was doing a lot of quarterback training last year too. I think just today's a little rough because, again, we saw him perform really well. Tristan Iglesias, we saw him perform really well in the scrimmage, and yeah, I think it's just a tough team that they're playing is the reason why. The tough defense.
Yeah. So with my final score prediction here, honestly, I don't see Somers quite stopping Iona. I see Iona in the end scoring 45 points. That's 2 more touchdowns and having a field goal there. I do see Somers stopping the drive at some point just within field goal range. And then I think Somers is 2 touchdowns with the extra point. So I see this being a 45-14 final score, unfortunately.
I gotta
Iona
agree
winning.
with you.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate, but again, I really like the point that you brought up, that they are going to use this to push forward and beat Ryan week 1. That's the game that truly matters here. This game, it matters. And to a point where it's like, you know, you're really practicing, you're really training for the season. And I think it really is just an overall positive experience. It's rough. It sucks to be losing. But truly, you're gaining experience. You're gaining something out of this. And I think that's what matters. Rye game, Somers vs. Rye is going to be tough. We have roughly 4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the halftime. You have anything else to add in?
I mean, I think we've pretty much said it all. I mean, Coach DiMatteo giving his last few words here. So the Somers team in the locker room. Iona currently taking the field for the second half. So Somers will be back in shortly. Yeah. 3.5 minutes remaining until halftime ends. So that's going to bring our halftime show to an end. And we'll be right back with you in a short few minutes here. Current score 28-0. Coming right back at you with the second half.
All right, we'll be back once again after this commercial break.
Watch the Somers Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
Here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Somers Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
All right. Welcome back.
It's time for 50-50. Get out your tickets and check your tickets.
Okay.
The number is
In case you are here in person for the raffle, the winning number is 220-27 or 7272. So 220-7272. We'll be right back. So Somers, they're really looking to come back. An extra 2 minutes 50 seconds was added to the clock for halftime, and yeah. So Somers, they're really scheming up something. Again, your score: 28 from the Gales, 0 from the Tuskers. I really am predicting that they can get some scoring from out of this second half. Somers Tuskers are heading out now. So the Gales are going to start off in the second half. So while we have a little bit of time left of the halftime, so I mentioned how cool it is to have some some kids in our grade. Well, actually, majority of the kids on the team are in the 11th. So are we, me and Brandon, and it's just so cool to see these guys playing out here on the field, and it's impressive. You know, it's really impressive.
Yeah. Now something interesting. Mention here, a 10th grader. Luke Valencia, he's getting play time in this big matchup. He has 35 passing yards there tonight, and that's just on one play alone. That's just great. Like, good for him. He was on this team last year when they won states. So got right on this varsity squad this year.
It's almost like a situation of Cameron Violante. He was in 10th grade as well and had some pretty good performance.
Yeah, I believe he was one of the main receivers last year as well.
Yeah. So.
And Luke, he's actually the third Valencia. He's the third brother on this team. Yeah, he's the third to play football at Somers. So he's got the older brothers as role models, maybe even mentors. Yeah. You know, maybe a little bit of a rough house. Roughing around
Alright.
with his brothers. Going
Here
up,
we
helping him
go.
there.
So Somers is starting to line up here for the kickoff. We have 21.
That's going to be Gavin Kelly still taking the kicks.
So Gavin Kelly on the roster is not indicated to be kicker. Looks
No,
like Danny
he's not.
Hirschfield is, but we have him kicking here today.
Yes, Gavin Kelly.
Lining up.
Somers set here. Iona set to receive. 12 minutes on the clock. Kick is a low kick. Low kick on the ground. I believe touched by Iona. Touched by Eric Camacho on Iona. And then it bounced out of bounds there. But low kick, it didn't get up in the air at all. It was right on the ground the whole time. So Somers defense going to head out here. Yes, Iona's going to start on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Sitting nice and quiet.
Yes, nice and quiet. We're not, no noise from across the field on the Somers side, and Iona side quiet right now. Guzman to throw. He finds Crew Davis, who is back out there. He looks as healthy as he could be. He's going to pick up a few yards on the completion there, and it looks like that's going to a 2nd and about 3 there. He was forced out of bounds by number 16, Dylan Jimenez. Yeah, 2nd and 4 there for Iona. Crew Davis, he had a little bit of an injury there at the end of the first half of play. He came back. Guzman takes a snap, back to throw. Looks like he tripped himself there. He makes a deep pass. It's going to be picked off by Gavin Kelly. Gavin Kelly with the interception. It's going to be Somers' ball at their own 38-yard line. Is that the spark that Somers needed? We will see here.
I mean, that was amazing. They need possession, and they got it. 11:31 left, or 30 seconds in pretty much already, and you can hear that Somers crowd. Unfortunately, they're on the other side, so it's harder for us to hear, but it is strong.
Guzman there. He went back to throw. He was pressured, and he kind of tripped. Maybe he made a running pass, deep pass, and it just went to the hands of Kelly. Tristan takes a snap, handoff there. Handoff to Valencia, who gains about a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 there. Gain of 1. Somers at the 37-yard line now.
Yeah, I mean, a pick. Wow.
Yes, amazing.
It's going to create momentum for Somers.
I don't think there was a better way that Somers could have started off the second half. They need possession as much as they can get it. Iglesias takes snap, pass out to Palazzolo. He's got a few blockers for him. Palazzolo makes a pass. Interesting. I like the play call there. Dean Palazzolo with an attempted pass to, that's number 12, Whipple. He was hit well before the ball got to him. Somers thinks that they should have gotten a pass interference call on that, but the referees did not see it the same way.
Players are changing out for Iona defense, and yeah, I mean, thinking about his DiMatteo, he definitely said something at halftime, to the players.
Yeah, so that last play there, Tristan Iglesias took the snap. He made a backwards pass to Palazzolo near the sideline. We then had Valencia to block for him, allowing Palazzolo to either run or make that pass, and she decided to make the pass. Iglesias takes snap. Flick, back to Palazzolo. Palazzolo could not get away. Brennan Presley on the stop there. He saw it right away. He knew exactly what was happening. He wasn't fooled by anybody. It looks like it's going to be a loss of yards. It's going to bring up 4th down for Somers, and not sure, is the punting team out there? It looks like it.
I mean, Unfortunately, they did not get the ball past that first down marker, but I gotta say, that definitely creates some momentum for the future.
This definitely could have been an entirely different drive. If Somers got the pass interference flag that they thought they should have got, that would have been totally distant. Totally different. Gavin Kelly with the punt there. To the right, goes on to the Iona sideline. So Iona's going to take over 1st and 10 at about at the 40, at their own 42-yard line. Just like that, change the possession.
It's
quick drives, instantly
yeah.
Gavin Kelly pick, and then right after, quick 4 downs, Somers gives it right back, which seems to be a trend tonight. Yeah, Somers offense needs to wake up. Guzman back to throw. Pass overthrows his receiver. Perello overthrown the intended receiver. That's gonna bring up 2nd and 10 for Iona.
Okay. Iona taking a little bit of time, changing their defensive line a little bit, but no one's been substituted out. A little bit of movement there from Iona, and it's going to be stopped.
Flag out there. And it looks like they're moving Iona back, so that's probably going to be a false start there. False start for Iona. They're going to be moved back.
Some type of procedure that is not allowed. Maybe it might have been with their movement of the players.
So Iona's going to move back 5 yards. They're going to have 2nd and 15. It's going to help Somers there. Hand off to Crew Davis. Crew Davis does not go far. He's brought down. It looks like there's going to be no gain there. Just what Somers needed. 3rd and 15. Crew Davis brought down immediately.
Jaron Faulkner for Somers. And, I mean, that is impressive. It just, the crowd of Somers, you know, the players all together really held back Crew Davis. 3rd down and 16 from Iona. Defense is coming back. Somers is coming back here this game. It's definitely impressive. Halftime discussion was definitely did something here.
Somers needs to rally. Guzman, snap. It's back to pass. Pressure in the pocket. Deep pass. And it's going to be incomplete. Gavin Kelly deflected it. It hit the receiver's hands, Mason Materia, and it just bounced off his hands. He had a chance to catch it. Gavin Kelly, he might have helped him. He might have deflected it right at him, but he still could not handle it. And you know what that means?
It was so close to a pick, but it's good because 4th down and 16 for Iona. Somers is making a difference here. They're definitely doing something.
Iona punting for the first time tonight. Good punt there. Dean Palazzola on the move, and he's not going to be able to get it, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Start 1st and 7 on their own 27-yard line.
So what is one thing that people may not know about how your team prepares? So, DiMatteo answered preparation is the key, and they prioritize preparation over anything else. They prepared a long time before this game, and, I mean, I think it's now starting to show. It's really starting to show with this recent performance, and we're having them, again, on 27-yard line.
Yeah, DiMatteo constantly reminding his players at practice. We went to a few practices. Every day he would end practice the same way. He would say, we're blank days from the biggest game in New York State. They are specifically preparing for this game the last 2 weeks of practice. That was short play there. Iglesias took a snap. Tried to keep it, tried to scramble. He picked up no yards there. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Somers still in the huddle.
Very quiet here. Not a lot of noise from Iona's fan section, which is something we've been hearing all night. But we're hearing the cheers from Somers.
Yeah, I mean, it's 8:33 p.m.
A quick handoff there to Valencia. Oh. Valencia picks up 2 yards there. Number 2 from Iona seems to be on the Somers side of the line of scrimmage, exchanging some words with some Somers players. Eventually returns to his own side. That's going to bring up third and 8. Somers, they're going to have, I'm going to assume that they're going to have to run a passing play here. They got to get at least 8 yards, and they only got 1 shot to do it. We got Cameron Violante on the near side, Valencia to the right of Iglesias on the far side. 2 receivers, one looks to be Dean Palazzolo. Iglesias, oh, flag out. Flag out is an attempted pass to Violante. Violante wasn't even looking for the pass. Iglesias, he did not have time to wait. He had to make that pass.
I think it might have been
a pass interference on the defense. So that's going to move up Somers 15 yards, and that's going to be a 1st and 10. So the ball is going to be now spotted at the 44-yard line. That helps Somers. That would have been a 4th and 4th and 8.
Yeah, another 4th
situation.
down. It would have been another 4th down. But here we go. Iglesias. Handoff. Down the middle. He's going to the left.
Valencia taking it towards the sideline. He's still going. Looks like he's going to pick up about 7 yards before going down. Great rush there from Valencia. He adjusted. He saw that he didn't have a way through the line there, and he went out towards the sideline.
Flag.
So that is going to be what's going to bring up second and 4. Somers in the huddle. Somers break. We're going to have Cam Violante on the near side. We're going to have Palazzolo and Jimenez on the far side. Valencia takes the handoff once again, headed straight for the sideline. Attempts a spin move. He picks up about 2 yards before being pushed out of bounds. Maybe potentially a fumble. I see some Iona players pointing towards to the other end zone. But no, it's going to stay Somers' ball. Somers' ball there, no fumble.
Yeah, we're looking at 3rd down still for Somers. 2 yards. 3rd and 2. 6 minutes, 15 seconds.
Defense chants from the Iona section. Drowning out Somers' side.
We even got some horns in the audience here.
Timeout, Somers.
That's their first time out of the game, actually.
First time out of the game for Somers.
Which I'm surprised that they haven't taken timeouts before, especially considering the score. But you know, I think they're making sure that they use them properly and at the right time.
Yeah, and something we asked Coach DiMatteo about is the Iona offense. We asked him about the Iona offense. He gave us an answer that is entirely true. He said their offense is run-based, which we're seeing with Crew Davis, and then we're also seeing the RPO-based offense. We saw that more at the beginning of the game. We're not seeing that as much now, but we were seeing their quarterback running a bit.
Yeah,
he was getting some big yards there for Iona, but that Somers has done a good job controlling that. He's been forcing them to pass. They've been forcing Guzman to pass a little bit more, so Somers been doing good controlling that. Somers, 3rd and 2.
You're good.
Looks like they're definitely gonna be rushing. No receivers. Iglesias is going to keep it himself. He's down, not sure where. Referee's got to get in there. Waiting for a call now. And they got the first down. Tristan Iglesias with the scramble. First and 10, Somers.
Update.
Right at the 45-yard line. Great conversion there.
5 minutes 32.
Clock still ticking, 5:30 left. Iglesias, even if he didn't get that first down conversion there, they would have been in great position for a fourth down play there that they could have run. I feel like they were going to get the play there. Iglesias with a quick pass, going backwards to Valencia. Valencia not tackled, but he's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a gain of about 5, it appears. 6. So it's going to be a 2nd and 4 situation. Injury timeout here. Appears to be an Iona player down.
It's kind of surprising. Kind of been expecting for Somers to have more injuries, but my bad.
4:57 left in the third quarter. 28-0. We haven't had any points scored the second half.
Not yet. And he stands up.
Iona up. He's walking on his own. Appears to be all right. Glad here. He's going to jog off with the athletic trainer. That's number 54. Deshaun Harley there. He's going to come off the field with the athletic staff. We're glad that he's all right. Somers here with their 2nd and 4. Got 4:44 left in the third quarter. The receivers near, one far. Dean Palazzolo on the near side. Iglesias back to throw. Pressure in the pocket. He's rolling out towards the sideline. He's got to make a pass. Dean Palazzolo with the catch there. First down and a little more. It looks like he's going to be down at the 29-yard line. That's going to be a first down for Dean Palazzolo.
Yeah. Iglesias with a good connection to Palazzolo. Palazzolo, iconic, actually, that I've seen him do a bunch is a jumping catch, and it's worked for him today. Above the defender from Iona and Palazzolo.
We saw that same jumping
back.
Saw that same jumping catch from Palazzolo last year.
Some strong chance here from Iona.
Iona fans. Channing defense. Iglesias. Fake handoff's going to keep it. And the offensive line just did not hold. He's going to be brought down. That's going to be a loss. That's going to be a loss of 3 yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 13. Wow.
Second one for the Tuskers.
Iglesias just comes back out from the huddle now.
Something a little funny I want to bring to the, I guess, just to your attention. JT Tross, sorry, not entirely sure of his last name. He's the timer ref, the clock ref here in the booth with us. And looks like this might be a timeout.
Timeout taken by Somers.
So just want to continue my thing a little bit. So he likes to, I guess, mess with people, you know. And he's been, so he's been saying, your shoes are wrong, but he's saying your left foot or your left shoe is on your right or is right, something like that. And it's just like, you know, he's playing with the words and, you know, messing with people. Again, we have a timeout. It is 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Somers still has possession.
That's what the statue said. That's what you got it.
All right, so we are back here. Somers lined up.
One receiver near, 3 far. Valencia, the running back, in. Iglesias back to throw. He has a little bit of time. Deep throw to the end zone. It's going to be caught. A touchdown, Somers. Who is that? We can't see. Number 12, Jackson Whipple Sr. at Somers. Somers on the board, 6 points, 28-6. Correction. Number 16, Jimenez. I apologize. That was number 16, Dylan Jimenez with the touchdown.
Yeah, a deep pass. Some defenders on him, but he was able to make that connection. Somers, the energy high.
2:53 remaining in the third. Gavin Kelly out for the extra point attempt. Kelly, kick is up and kick is good. Somers on the board, 7 points. 28-7 with 2:53 remaining in the third quarter.
We'll be right back for one moment.
Welcome back here. Current score 28-7, 2:53 remaining in the third period of play. Somers getting set up for a kickoff. Kelly will be kicking for receivers scattered over the field for Iona. Kelly getting his steps. Kelly kick, low kick in the air this time.
Wow, that went very far.
All the way back to the end zone. That was a touchback there, Kelly. So Iona will start at the 40-yard line. That's good field position.
All right, so let's talk about the head coach, Matteo.
25-yard line, correction.
So Coach DiMatteo took over as head coach in 2021 following his father, Tony DiMatteo, who coached for a long time and did amazing things for the team. DiMatteo was an assistant coach under his father, contributing to his state title, 3 Section 1 championships, and a regional bowl title during his 12 seasons.
Iona takes a snap, hands it to the running back. This Crew Davis, I believe. He's going to take it out wide towards the Somers sideline, but he's not going to get very far. Looks like only a gain of about 2 yards there. Second down and 8.
So he also played DiMatteo. He also played football at Somers under his father as head coach and graduated in 2003. Coach DiMatteo is honored as 2022 Section 1 Coach of the Year.
Guzman takes the snap. Handoff, fake handoff. Guzman's going to keep it. He's heading towards the sideline. Has a run pass option there. He's going to keep it for himself. And he is going to pick up the first down. First down and a little more.
Yeah, that diagonal really works there for Iona.
He had a receiver running with him, so he had that option. The Somers player had to commit to one player to go at it. He had to go for Guzman. Guzman did decide to keep it, but he was able to get the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A little bit of play change, possibly.
Iona switching it up a little bit. Seeing some Somers defense they're in the right spot.
Again, it's 1st and 10.
Guzman fake handoff. Guzman back to throw.
Deep
pass. Picked off. Picked off. Somers with the pick. Number 16, Dylan Jimenez with the pick. at the 25-yard line, and he falls. And there's a flag out.
I mean, it looked like, to me...
But the flag is going to be on Iona. Somers will decline it. It will be Somers' ball at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, it looked to me... first of all, Somers' crowd is hyped out here after that pick. It looked to me that Iona was not really that close to where the ball was heading. Somers right there to take it.
This is Somers' chance. This is their chance. They have 1 minute 25 seconds. They need a few deep plays there. They're gonna. I mean, they don't really have timeouts. They only have one timeout left. So I mean, they got. I don't know what they're gonna do here.
Yeah, some loud noise from the crowd.
Iglesias takes it, hands it off to Valencia. Valencia breaks through. He's gonna get at least half the yards there toward the first down.
Throw the flag.
He's gonna get to the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 4 for Somers. Clock still ticking. 1:05 left. Somers 28-7. Iona in with the lead. Iona has not scored in the second half. Somers' defense is doing well. 2 picks in the second half. One, Jimenez, the one we just had, and Kelly at the beginning, the first drive. Iglesias pressured, flicks it to Palazzolo. Palazzolo on the move, dodges one, and he's gonna get a first down and more. He's gonna try out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Somers.
Wow, that's a great play there. He looked like he was going to the right side, and then he passed it to Palazzolo, and he was going left. Wide open area there for quite a while. Iona had to catch up.
Iona Prep is going to take a timeout. They need to slow down Somers here. They need a break. Somers has figured something out here.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about DiMatteo while we're here. So, DiMatteo, 2022 Section 1 Coach of the Year and 2022 New York State Class A Coach of the Year. And he was also recognized by the New York Giants. He was selected as the Lou Retino Coach of the Week for Week 9 of the 2023 season. So some high praise for DiMatteo these past few years. Then Iona is head coached by Joe Spagnuolo. Somers is Anthony DiMatteo.
Wow. Somers, this is their chance. 34 seconds remaining in the third period of play. Somers has 1 timeout left, and Iona's got 2. It's 1st and 10 for Somers at the 40-yard line. Somers is hyped up. Somers fans on their feet here.
Yeah, I told you, Somers is going to come back in the second half. And what have they been doing? This could very well be another touchdown drive.
Somers, as long as they... What we talked about, what Coach DiMatteo says, as long as they don't make mistakes, this could lead to a touchdown. Iglesias takes a snap, back to throw, pressure. He gets a pass off, but it's going to be incomplete, attempted towards the sideline of Somers, going towards Violante and Palazzolo, but he was going down as he made that throw, so it wasn't a very strong throw there.
27 seconds left. And yeah, Iona is trying to make as much noise as possible to make sure that Somers isn't going to keep scoring.
That's something DiMatteo mentioned. Somers thrives with the big crowds and the noise, so it might be helping them a little, you know?
That's something to think of. They're still in the huddle. Now they're coming out. 27 seconds left.
The receivers on the near side. Palazzolo, Violante, and Monticelli. Monticelli in the game. Iglesias back to throw. Oh, and a pick. Threw it right into the arms of the Iona defender. He's going to bring it all the way for a touchdown. Wow. That looks... Number 8, Joshua Simmons. He took it all the way. Iglesias, he threw it right into his arms. He was running at Iglesias with his arms up, attempting to block Iglesias' pass. He did more than block Iglesias' pass. He got himself a pick 6 there. 17 seconds remaining in the third quarter of play. 34-7 Iona. Wow. absolute mood killer there. Iona set for the extra point attempt. Kick is up and good. Diamandi, good for his 5th extra point of the night. Wow, unexpected turn of events there.
It's all right. I think that, again, the positive is the plays that they're making. The genuine stuff that is happening from Somers' offense and defense, too. Like, defense has to hold up against Iona, and they have been for a decent amount here. Iona is cheering.
Iona's celebrating with their crowd here. The time's running out for Somers. I get that they're getting this momentum, and unfortunately, the problem here is they get their momentum, and then something happens.
Yeah.
They need to get past that something. It's a mistake, just, whatever it is.
For sure.
They need to get past that mistake.
Yeah.
Iona preparing their kickoff here.
Here they line up. That's Iona Prep.
Diamandi still taking the kicks for Iona.
He's lining up, getting ready for this kick. This could really change this drive. Somers is going to get that possession once again after that pick. It's a pretty deep kick. They're going to start at the 10-yard line. It's going in towards the middle. On the right side, he's kept going past some defenders. That is at roughly 28, I think.
Dean Palazzolo there to bring it back out for Somers. He did a great job there, great gain. He started at about the 10, 15-yard line. He brought it out to about the 28. So that's pretty good return there. Somers still definitely in their own territory at their own 28-yard line. But, they'll take every yard they can get right now. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Tuskers will get one play in, maybe two if they're quick about it. But they'll probably just take the one play and let the quarter run out. Handoff to Valencia. And it's going to be no gain there. One yard, maybe. Let's bring up 2nd and 9 there.
So your score is 35-7 after pick 6 from Iona. And yeah, we're in the middle of the quarter now.
Yeah, end of the quarter, 35-7. Iona Prep has the lead. Somers needs a huge 4th quarter here. Forcing overtime, I feel, would be probably the most they could do this quarter. They shouldn't try to do too much. They can't be trying to win this game this quarter. I think at this point they need to try their best to force overtime. But let's talk a little bit about the head coach of Iona.
Forcing overtime is really an interesting strategy. I think, having that extra time would definitely help.
Yeah, I think they're going to need it. We'll talk about Coach Joe Spagnuolo. He enters his 8th season as the head coach for Iona. He graduated from Iona in 1998, where he was the captain and quarterback of the football team. He went on to play quarterback at the collegiate level, and since returning to Iona Prep, Spagnuolo has led the team to a 51-14 record. Spagnuolo, he was recognized by the New York Jets as the high school coach of the week for week 9 of the 2017 season. Both teams back out here, ready to go. Somers offense. They're ready, they're out there. See if they can continue momentum that they had the beginning to middle of the last drive.
A fresh 12 minutes now on the clock.
Iglesias with the handoff. Gain of 2 yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. With the handoff there, that was Luke Valencia. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Not a great spot. Not the spot Somers wants to be in. They're on their own 33-yard line. Definitely not somewhere you want to be turning the ball over. Somers there might be at the point where they're just gonna have to go for it, 4th down, no matter where they are.
Yeah, I think so.
They might be there. So Somers set.
But this play could be something.
Valencias takes snap. It's gonna be a handoff. Handoff once again to Valencia, and it's gonna be brought down. It looks like it's gonna be right at the line of scrimmage. And let's take note, we had a receiver. He went really deep. We had a deep receiver out there, Jackson Whipple. Somers was at their own 30-yard line. Whipple, when the whistle was blown, he was at Iona's 40 to 35-yard line. He was there. He was in that coverage. He wasn't out of the coverage. He wasn't open, so it wasn't really an option. I don't think Iglesias was really looking for a pass there either.
Yeah, they're coming back out now.
Somers to punt. Punt team out there.
They've not done a fake punt yet.
Don't see fake punts often in high school and even at higher levels, NFL and collegiate. But good punt there from Kelly, and it's going to be picked up by Somers. Somers, number 4, Jaden Newman at Iona's own 33-yard line. So Iona will take back over with 10:08 left in the game. Not a great spot for Somers to be in. Down 4 touchdowns with only 10 minutes left. They're gonna need something big. I can see this being a totally different game if that last drive resulted in some sort of points. Whistle blown, flag out as the play starts. It's going to be a false start, I believe. Yes, false start on Iona. So Iona's going to move back 5 yards. 1st and 15. That's going to help Somers out. Somers will take the free yards. First and 15.
Might give the Somers defense a little bit of an advantage for them to move back an extra 5 yards.
Yes, that'll definitely help. Iona moving around still. They don't have too much time. Motion across the middle. It's going to be kept. Fake handoff pass over the middle of the field. It's going to be caught for a 1st down and more. Who was that? Number 5, Crew Davis with the 1st down. He is a running back. He has a lot of completions tonight as a running back. He's been getting a lot of the passing yards for Iona as well. We're seeing now why he's such a threat in this game. So Iona down to the Somers 47-yard line. Snap, fake handoff, pass completed to number 12, Eric Pirello there. So that's going to bring up 2nd down, 2nd and short. 2nd and short. It is. Seems not entirely sure here. One referee signaling 2nd down. They moved the chains. Referees are going to come together and talk about it.
So player substitutions now. Number 7, Jaden Jackson, a 10th grader, is in for Iona.
It looks like they might be giving Iona the 1st down here. They're still showing 2nd down. The chains have moved.
The clock is still ticking. That's now okay. Now it's stopped. It's 8:38. waiting to see what is happening, but
Yep. There, it's going to be second down. Iona didn't quite get there. It's going to be second down and very short.
that is something that's not common to see.
So maybe a miscommunication there. So it's going to be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, 8:38 on the clock. Wow, that
Ball is loose, but whistles blow. He was brought down before it came out. That was Jaden Jackson in at quarterback now. He faked the handoff, and he kept it himself, getting it over the line of scrimmage and the first down marker to get that first down there. Iona is going to be placed at the Somers 34-yard line. In motion across. Guzman back in as quarterback. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to crawl for a few yards there after being hit. Yes, Guzman back in at quarterback. It looks like Jaden Jackson only got one rep there before Guzman was brought back in. 2nd and 8 there, only a pickup of 2 yards. Good stop there for Somers. Pass is complete to Lamar Lewis, and he's brought down almost instantly by Gavin Kelly. But that's going to be a first down and a little more. Iona is going to have 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Somers' 14-yard line, clock ticking down, 17:15 remaining. It's going to be a handoff to Crew Davis. Crew Davis breaking multiple tackles. He's still up. It's taking 3 people to bring Crew Davis down, but that looks like it's going to be a loss of yards there.
Yeah, Crew Davis is actually 6 foot at 205 pounds. So,
John Faulkner, that's the stop there. He did have a little bit of help. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
6:42 left in this
ticking.
game.
Time out. Here's who's going to... Not sure who took that time out there. Iona timeout, it appears. As time runs out here for Somers.
6:36. Again, I really like the point that it's more of a learning experience. It's unfortunate we didn't get the win, but you know, private schools get a little bit more of an advantage. They get to recruit from around the nation, and I think it's just a great showcase of both teams' talents. I think Iona is definitely done pretty well.
And now looking at the roster side by side, Iona's roster is almost double the size of Somers. They have a lot more players, and they're all juniors and seniors with the exception of about 4 sophomores there. This is a big Iona team. Coming back out from the timeout now. Iona back out. Somers appears to be taking a little longer in their timeouts.
Yeah, and just real quick. So we are here at the Heroes Bowl with the Tunnels to Towers Foundation. Earlier we had Christian Brothers Academy and Monsignor Farrell play against each other at 11. Cardinal Hayes and St. Joseph's Collegiate at 3 p.m. Now we have Somers and Iona. That started at 7 p.m. It is now 9:08 p.m.
6:36 remaining on the game clock. Iona 2nd and 10 in Somers territory. Guzman keeps himself. Flags fly. Flags fly. Clock will stop. It's going to be holding on the offense.
Holding on the Gales. That'll back them up there.
That'll back him up. That's what Somers needed. So gonna move back. It's gonna be 2nd and 15.
6 minutes 30. Again, your score is 35-7 for those listening. Yeah, 2nd and 15, fourth quarter.
Game really out of reach now for Somers. It would take a miracle for Somers to come back at this point. Clock's ticking now. Clock started back up. 2nd and 15. Guzman takes a snap. Rolling out to the side. He has time. He's pressured. Makes a deep pass. Gonna be incomplete. 7 from Somers. Luca flag out. Potential, maybe an intentional grounding there. There was no receiver near, just Somers, number 7. He certainly had time, but there's just no receiver there.
I think it was a throw out of bounds. It looked like it was inbounds. Somers could have got.
Yes. Intentional grounding was called there. So that's going to back him up again. So that's going to bring up 3rd and... Wow.
Yeah, it looks like penalties really take hits to Iona.
They're about 3rd and 30 away. Wow. Potentially in field goal range. Not sure how strong their kicker is. We haven't seen him make a kick from closer than the 5-yard line there. He's only made extra point attempts tonight.
This is pretty far for a field goal, but never know. I mean, you're talking about the Gales. It could be possible.
Definitely field goal range for NFL kickers, but
Flag sign is
the NFL is definitely a whole different level than high school. 3rd and about 30 here, 3rd and long. Iona definitely going to have to make a deep pass there. They got a couple receivers out in motion. He went early.
Another flag.
Flag is out. It looks like it's going to be false start. Yep, false start on Iona, moving them back more.
5-yard penalty.
Back another 5 yards, so it's about... That's about... Wow.
Yeah.
3rd and 35-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if they're trying to mess around or what, but I think Iona is legitimately getting a bunch of flags stacked on this drive.
38.
Yeah, 5:50 now.
Something to mention, all these flags, after these flags are called, the clock is restarting. So that is cutting out of Somers' potential time on offense. So we start to think, could this potentially be intentional?
Yeah, they are running up the clock, so.
3rd and 35. Somers has a pretty good chance to make a stop here, but we've seen this Iona team. Somers chasing him down. Guzman gets away. He's able to make a pass off. It is complete. No, incomplete. Wouldn't have mattered anyways. Some pushing and shoving after the play. Players and coaches in there already. Didn't let it escalate at all. Just did not look intentional. Just a little bumping after the play. Attempted to run back to his sideline. He just ran into a player. It looks like Iona's kicking team is going to head out here. They might be punting. It looks like they're going to punt. At this point, they're definitely too far for a field goal. It would be about a 60-yard field goal.
Yep,
so they're going to have to punt here. Number 20 to punt away. Wow, a long punt there. It's going to be... Palazzolo isn't going to go for it. It's going to be picked up by Iona at the Somers 7-yard line on the punt there. We have 5:11 remaining, 35-7. Somers has got one timeout left. Iona as well.
I think they could at least get another score here. Some more points on the board, and I think it'll say that, not getting washed out completely. Already, Somers has a touchdown, so it's looking better than some games I've seen before.
Yeah, now looking through all these rosters here. some pretty big rosters we're seeing. Iona definitely has the biggest, but some of these other teams that played the 3 o'clock game definitely coming close.
Taken down on the left side. I'm not sure if that's much of a gain.
Palazzo, they had Palazzo going deep.
Okay, so Somers player's down now.
It looks like it's just a cramp. Just a cramp here, so should be all right. Our amazing athletic trainer Mullen out there to help out. That's Luke Valencia. He cramped there, but he's up on his own 2 feet. He's up unassisted. He's feeling all right. He's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, cramps can get you. I mean, Luke Valencia, top performer. It'd be rough for Somers to lose him for the season.
5 minutes remaining. Somers breaks the huddle here. Got 2 receivers near, 2 far. Glacius takes a snap in his own end zone. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to scramble, and he's going to get a few yards there, but that's going to bring up 3rd down, and... Sorry, Brett Kennedy with the carry there. And that's going to be 3rd and long, about 3rd and 12. 3rd and 11, maybe. Not much room for error here with Somers. They're right backed up to their own end zone. Somers needs a big play here if they want to continue with their drive. Somers running out of time. Narrowly avoided the delay of game call, and Iglesias is going to be tackled in his own end zone. That's going to be a safety for Iona. So that's going to bring the score to 37. 37-7. Wow, not great there. Spirits are low for Somers.
Yeah, 3 minutes 45, so.
Game coming to an end now. 3:45 left.
Yeah, it's starting to come to a close, but I think it was a fun experience.
Definitely a great experience. A lot to learn from this game that Somers can use to improve. Somers getting set to kick away. It's going to be Gavin Kelly still. We have Danny Hirschfield on the roster as a kicker, junior. We saw him taking some warm-up kicks earlier, but we have not seen him enter the game today. It's only been Kelly taking those kicks.
And I just want to say, yeah, it's getting a little late. It's been an hour, 19 minutes since this game. 2 hours, 19 minutes.
Nice kick there from Kelly. It's going to go all the way back to the 12-yard line for Iona. It's going to be picked up. He's going to try to run. Big hit there. Flags out.
But
Flags out.
Somers did get there very quickly.
Somers got there quick, but the ball's going to be spotted at, it looks like, the 23-yard line. Trying to see what this flag is. Penalty is going to be against Iona. Believe. Unless, oh, but it's going to be against Somers, I guess. I believe the referee signaled the wrong way, but.
So while we're waiting to see what's happening, we have over 1,000 views we've hit today in this stream. So thank you guys for joining in. All right.
Unnecessary roughness call against Iona there. Guzman takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of few. Kennedy goes down. I believe he made the stop.
Another player down for
We're going to
Somers.
take another injury timeout. He immediately went to grab his leg after the play. Hope he's all right. Athletic staff right on him. And it looks like we have another cramp. He should be all right there. Just some cramps. Taking many injury timeouts in this game today. Luckily, nothing serious.
Yeah, I mean, you're also talking about these two huge, powerful teams going against each other. You're going to have some heads butt together, and that's just, what's going to happen. And, I mean, I think overall, yeah, players, again, luckily has not been super serious.
He's up, but he's still cramping a bit. So he's going to walk off assisted, and it's going to take him a minute to get off. But he's all right. He's starting to walk better.
Getting your score, 37-7.
Yeah, 3:27 left. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Iona. No gain on that last play.
Update.
Somers defense ready. Number 15 in motion across. Flag out, and it's going to be a false start against Iona. So they're going to move him back 5 yards.
Guess Iona is getting a little too excited here.
They're on their own 7-yard line now. It's 2nd and 14.
Yeah, that's decently far back.
Iona switch quarterbacks again. Jaden Jackson back out there. I believe they have Guzman playing as a receiver. He's in motion across the middle. It's going to be keeper, and he's going to pass it to Guzman. Jaden Jackson is going to pass it to Guzman. It's going to be a gain of more than a few yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Third and 7. 3rd and 7 here. Somers looking for a stop. Get the ball back. Iona most likely would punt if Somers makes the stop here. The punt would probably only get to about the 40-yard line, so Somers would have a chance potentially to score a touchdown, but they're not going to have much. About 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game clock. Snap. Jackson to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught and brought down by a few Somers guys almost immediately. And he got the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. Not sure who had the reception there.
Less than 2 minutes left in the game. It'll be a first down for the Gales.
1:50 left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Gales. Not looking good for Somers.
Yeah, 1st and 10. They got some downs to run through. They could. Well, yeah, it looks like they're starting to run the clock a little bit.
That's going to be it. Jackson takes a snap, makes a pass. It's going to be completed. Flag comes out. Brought down. A gain of about 5. Completed pass to Joe Wolf. Flag's out. See what this is. Flag is out near the line of scrimmage. Ineligible receiver against Iona. So that's going to bring them back 5 yards. And it's going to be first down once again. So 1st and 15 with 1:18 left. Clock is going to run. Unfortunately, I believe that Iona is just going to kneel down at this point. That's kind of it. 1 minute left.
Here we go.
Snap. It's going to be fake handoff and pass over the middle. Through the receiver's hands. That was intended for Lewis K for Iona.
Yeah, he had a clear line of sight. That could have been a good reception. It is. I think Iona is just trying to sweeten it up a little bit, get a few plays in, make it not suck for Somers, which.
If Iona was to kneel down, they would have to do it twice.
Yeah, they still could. 46 seconds. The clock is paused because.
Incomplete pass, yes.
Yep.
They're going to keep it, and they're going to hand it to the running back. He goes down inbounds. It's not enough for the first down. It looks like he only got about halfway. It's going to be 3rd and 5. 29 seconds left in the clock running.
Even though the score might not change, I'm kind of excited just seeing what's happening now.
See what Iona has. They'll get one more play in.
It's fun to not kneel down. I got to be honest. It's fun to keep it going.
16, 15 seconds left. Maybe Iona just working on their plays here that can be used in the future. And that's going to be it.
Yeah, they're celebrating 7,
That's it.
6, 7.
They're not going to run any more plays. 3, 2, 1. And that's the game here, folks. Final score, 37-7. Something we don't often see with Somers. Often it's Somers that would have the 37 points and 7, but this is not one of your typical Section 1 matchups. This was public versus private. Despite the challenging, hard loss today, I believe Somers was still definitely the right team to lead New York State into the public and private school matchups.
For sure. They're top in the public area. Now they're all saying good game to each other in the middle of the field. Yeah, look at that big team. I mean, both of them, really. But, yeah, I think DiMatteo, head coach, went into this saying, this is going to be a good learning experience. Hey, we may not win, but it's week 0, so it's okay. And, I think they really learned something from this game.
Of course, despite this loss, it does not count towards their Section 1 or NISPA record.
Yep.
So,
and it's for a good cause here for Tunnel to Towers.
It was great. Somers got to try out their plays, their techniques, their strategy against a great team. And the only way that you can get better when you're already the best is to play those teams at the next level. That's what they did here tonight. On behalf of everyone over here, I'd like to thank you for watching or listening with us tonight. Our crew on screen right now, myself, Brandon Nappy, Jaden Ferry, and Philip Rosado working in the background tonight.
Well, Philip Rosado, unfortunately, was not able to come out today. But yeah, we've had a great time.
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week, Friday night, Somers versus Rye. Good night, everybody.